Hello. My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Life is Strange True Colours. In the last episode, we finished off the LARP with a big boss battle against Stormrider. It turned out it was King Tabor in disguise. I have some thoughts on that. And afterwards, Ethan, he's gone to be with his dad for a while.
Which means I need to listen to this call.
Yes, I know, Alex. I'm just giving my recap. Give me a minute. You know what? We're going to hear. There we go. Yes, Ethan's gone to be with his dad, and Charlotte kind of had a bit of a meltdown. I mean, Alex was pushing her. Charlotte was saying, hey, please leave me alone. And Alex was just like, no, I'm not gonna listen to you and what you need. I'm gonna just stay here and say, why aren't you talking to me? Like, I get Alex had good intentions. I understand that completely. But if someone is telling you, I need you to leave me alone, this is what will help me, you kind of going, oh, well, it wouldn't help me, so therefore I'm going to enforce what would help me onto you. Like, that's not helpful. And in the end, I made the decision to just leave Charlotte be. We had the option to take her anger. Yeah, no, I have no interest in fucking with her grieving process. That is, I said it at the time, I think that's abhorrent. I think that is absolutely abhorrent to take her anger when she has every right to feel angry at what is going on around her. Now, we're back in the apartment. We have a recording of Gabe's call. This is, it's not going to be pretty. I'm aware of that. Now then, what's happening here? Hey, Alex, it's Ethan. I'm really sorry about that. The LARP was amazing. Really, you're a badass. You don't have to apologize. I had so much fun with you. Have a great time with your dad and stay safe. Yeah, he heard a siren. And it brought him right back to that night. As I said, he's going to need therapy. For that. He has nothing to apologize for. And Ducky, again, I fucking love Ducky. Dear Alex, what a marvellous event. I'm so glad I could participate in today's live action roleplay. It brings me back to my days in theatre. Did I ever tell you that I once essayed the role of Falstaff in my school's production of The Merry Wives of Windsor? With enough liquid prodding, you may one day get me to recall a few verses. And thank you for including me in the festivities. It's nice to take my mind off things. Anyhow, you enjoy your very first spring festival. I can still remember mine, clear as day. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. Thank you, Ducky. You were wonderful. Ducky is my favourite. If anything bad happens to him, I will be outraged. And Steph. Yeah, so this is from before the LARP. Dude, thank you so much. You totally killed it. Award-winning bard material right there. Thanks. You were pretty amazing too, you know. Aw, shucks. Hey, lovely. And... ooh, hello, where? Yeah, so we've read that one. I don't think we've read this one. Diane, sadness. Also, I never started my timer. Whoops. Oh, I noticed it now. It's fine. Diane, sadness. Guilt sits so strangely in people. All the gnawing urgency of anger, all the pressing weight of sadness, each cancelling the other out until you feel paralysed, stake to the spot. It's a horrible thing to carry around with you, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But Diane comes close to deserving it. She saw Gabe as a sort of twin, another outsider dragged to Haven Springs who found a way to make this place his home. She actually misses him, feels the emptiness of the space he left. It rips her up inside. But in the face of that anguish, what does she do? Curls inward, fortifies her defences. That's her focus, saving herself. She could have been so much better than she is. But, I don't know, maybe so could I. I tricked Diane, dug up her grief and fooled her into confronting it. Maybe it was naive to think of this power as basically selfless. But knowing I can use it to manipulate someone like that, I'm not sure I like it. No one deserves to die like that. I can't undo what Typhon did. He came here looking for a better life. There's been an accident. Can't undo what the Titan did. To the boy you saw yourself within, your knife but the Titan's hand, carving accident into his skin. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I just want to talk about this. Yeah. Maybe it was naive to think of this power as basically selfless. Here's the thing. I could absolutely see Alex, if we had taken Charlotte's anger, I could absolutely see her being like, oh, that was so selfless of me. That was so selfless. No, it wasn't. No, it wouldn't. Taking Charlotte's anger is not a selfless action. It is manipulative and selfish. Charlotte has every right, everyone has the right to feel their emotions. And taking away an emotion because, oh, I've deemed that it is bad. It's like Inside Out. It's like Inside Out with Joy. Spoilers for Inside Out if you've never seen it. Do it. It's a great film. Loved it. Haven't seen the sequel. But Joy is very much anti-sadness. You know, oh, sadness, you have to stay in this circle. You can't be in control of Riley, And it all comes to a head when there's this memory that Joy loves, and it's when the prairie dogs, she thought it's when they won the big game, and Riley is being lifted on everyone's shoulders, and all the kids are shouting, Riley, Riley, Riley. However, she sends the memory back, and it was originally a sad memory. It was the day the prairie dogs lost, not when they won, when they lost. And it's all because Riley missed the winning shot. And she's in this tree, she's sat on a branch, and she's crying. And her parents come to comfort her, and they take her to her teammates, and her teammates see, shit, Riley's sad. Riley's sad, we should comfort her. And that's why they lift her on their shoulders. It's like, hey, well, you had the chance to make the winning shot. Who cares that you missed it? Like, we love you. That's what matters. Sadness, people arrived to make Riley feel better because of sadness, because they could see she's sad. And we love this girl. We want to cheer her up. All emotions have their place, and that includes the negative ones, like anger and sadness. They have their place. They have meaning. And taking those emotions away isn't a selfless action. But I could absolutely see Alex framing it in her mind as like, oh, I'm being so selfless by taking away Charlotte's anger. She's supposed to be feeling that. She's supposed to be feeling, I like this. I like this acknowledgement that, you know, oh, she was thinking it was all selfless. And now she's realizing, shit, I can actually use this power to manipulate people. Because that's exactly what we would have done to Charlotte. We would have manipulated her. We wouldn't have selflessly took away her anger and made her feel better. No, we would have fucked with her grieving process because it wasn't convenient for us. That's ultimately what it boils down to. Your grieving process makes me feel guilty. And therefore, I don't want you to do that. Therefore, I'm taking away your anger. And I'm framing it as this selfless action when it is anything but. Ethan, Joy. I guess I'm used to feeling like the whole world changes when I take on someone's emotions. But what Ethan's Joy did to Haven, the way it lassoed the entire town and dragged it into his fantasy, I've never experienced anything like that. I actually felt Alex dissolve, slough off, and underneath was just Alto. It felt good to try on a different history, to remember a different life in a different world. But when the sirens came and Haven snapped back into focus, I don't think Fantasy Alex could have done what I did. Ethan didn't need her, he needed me. That felt good. Monster or mortal, the forest notices, Sky Sword of Power, horrible creatures stalk the street, exactly the heroes I need. We can pry the jewels from claws on your behalf, or we can wear masks and stalk the streets. Are we monster or are we mortal, whichever you need us to be. And Charlotte, anger. Some anger blisters like old film stock stuck in a projector. It eats you up from the inside, melts away everything else until all you are is a brittle shell and a boiling mass of blame and guilt. Make some art. Supposed to help, right? But it doesn't. Just fills your shop with reminders of what a shitty person you are. Don't know how I knew I could do it. It was like suddenly noticing an extra limb, somehow invisible until the very moment I thought to use it. I could reach inside, find Charlotte's anger, turn it down, turn it off. No, again. Yes, that would be a violation. That would be a violation, especially when Charlotte was telling us what she needed. I said at the time, I hate when people are just so like, oh, I know what would help me, therefore it's gonna help you. I don't care about the fact that you're telling me, no, that wouldn't help. I don't care that you're telling me what actually would help you. I know what would help me, and therefore I am going to force my will on you, and you're gonna be fucking grateful for it. I hate that. I absolutely hate that character trait in a person or a character. That is a violation. It is a violation. It is selfish. It is manipulative. I can't stand it. But I didn't. I could have, but I didn't. I didn't know what it would do to her. Who she'd be after I took that pain away. It felt like such a violation. Hadn't she earned the right to be angry? Yes! I was so sure that I was helping people, that whatever else I am, I could at least offer this one thing to those who need it. But Charlotte's hurt is bigger than me, stronger. I have to hope that I can do more good by walking away than I could by meddling. Charlotte literally said, please leave me alone. That's what she needed. She needed to be by herself. You gave her what she asked for. She said what she needed, and you gave it to her. Your meddling would have been actively going against what she wanted, what she needed. You would have been hurting, not helping. Sometimes if someone says, please just walk away, that's the right thing to do. If someone is saying, this is what I need, then please trust them. Charlotte is a grown-ass woman. She knows what she needs. She doesn't need someone going, oh, actually, no, I think you're a silly little woman and you don't know anything, and therefore I'm gonna enforce my will. Now, I don't think that was part of Alex's thinking. I don't think Alex hates women or out like that, but just trust people. If they say, this is what I need, please trust them. Teach me to need someone again. I can't look at you. Supposed to protect us. When did I become such a fucking monster? I'm carving you out of stone. Finally learned how to need someone. Crack your coffin, penny for your thoughts on the monster I've become. Ooh. Oh, I do like these songs. Okay. Okay, let's go. It's time.
Typhon safety. Mac? It's me. Fuck off, Jen. Yeah, okay, just listen. I need you to call off the explosion. Ethan's in the blast radius. Shit. He could get killed. What the hell's wrong with you? He snuck off. We're up here right now, trying to find him. Mac, please. Alright, I'm on it. We'll halt the blasts. Fuck. You can't imagine the headaches this will create for me. Thanks, Mac. Whatever. Just doing my job.
They just ignored him. It's so fucked.
You know it's bad when Mac turns out to be the good guy.
You okay?
We're taking these fuckers down. This USB stick has what I need. Time to dig through it.
Oh, okay. Okay, but first, hello.
Whatever's going on with Typhon, it wasn't worth Gabe's life.
No, it most certainly was not.
Talk about looking for a needle in a haystack.
We're gonna get there. Don't worry.
We'll figure it out.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sore.
From the LARP?
Yeah, I played 3 monsters. You made me run all over town.
Such a trooper.
And it was
Okay,
cute.
hear me out before you shoot me down, alright?
No promises.
I'm Fred, obviously. Alex is Daphne. And Steph is... Shaggy.
Oh, fuck you. I'm obviously Daphne.
Oh, you're obviously Daphne.
You wear glasses. You're Velma.
Fair.
That is fair.
And me,
You're Scooby.
star of the show, right here.
I can actually see that. Ryan does have... He does have Great Dane energy. Oh, you're angry.
We're going to get them. For you, Gabe.
Fair. Fair. Okay, again, let's have a look at everything. Speak to everyone.
Steph went all in so we could get our hands on this. Let's hope it makes a difference.
So, how fucked are we?
If we can't work it out ourselves, I could always just seduce the truth out of Diane.
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah. You saw me in action, right?
Diane was into it. Diane was into it.
Gotta find joy in the little things. Right, Gabe? A key part of any good investigation.
Personally, I don't know, I prefer boiled rice. The fried stuff, it's a wee bit too oily for me. I prefer just straight up boiled rice. Yes, that's significantly more boring, but still.
Ryan brought this down from his station. Hope it comes in handy.
Okay. So, Typhon Pit is there. Rock Slides Common here. The Dillon River. Tall Drop-Off. An old refinery. 2008 mine collapse sinkholes. Avalanches Common. Old Mill and Processing with Prospect Lake. And I'm going to assume that this is the town? Yeah, because the town is right on the cliff edge, I think. Maybe.
A cold case and a warm beer.
Not a good combo.
Ryan's pretty good at this detective stuff.
We're gonna get them, okay?
Yeah, I know we will.
Okay.
Thanks for spilling your guts. This time, I don't think Gabe would mind his little sister messing with his stuff. Gabe's call came in from the sat phone at 8:41 p.m. I should find the next call and see if that has any information.
Oh. Find out what happened after Gabe's call at 8:41. Or we could go through everything. So they called a chicken place?
This is ACFC. How can we feed you? Is the Good Pickins chicken thing still going on? It sure is. Nice. Let me get a large order of the spicy nuggets. Excellent choice. And would you like the biscuit and gravy or the mashed potatoes and gravy? Oof. Okay. Sir? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Do you need a minute? No. I'm, gonna go with the potatoes. Yeah, let's just do potatoes. You could do both for 50 cents extra.
Oh my god.
You still there? Yeah. No, that's okay, just the potatoes. Okay. I've got you down for a large order of spicy nuggets with potatoes. That'll be ready for you to pick up in about 30 minutes. Thanks.
That was riveting.
I want some chicken nuggets now. Now here's the thing, he got distracted there. I noticed that his next call was to Riley.
Lace Flowers, this is Riley. How can I help you?
Hey, babe, it's me.
Mac, hey, what's up?
I'm on lunch. Oh, you're not gonna believe what J-Man did this morning with some of the new Diane. Hey, so I'm not sure about this part here.
It's Mac.
Is that Gabe?
Hey, Mac, can we talk later? I'm kinda busy.
Busy how?
Let's hang out when you get off, okay?
Hold up, why is Gabe there?
Okay, talk soon. I love you.
Wait, Riley!
Oh, Mac.
Okay, so I'm trying to... 1 second. Yes, so this is before Riley and Max split up. This is at 13 minutes past midnight. If I'm reading this correctly. Or it could mean lunchtime? Because why would they be doing study at midnight? But I thought Mac had the night shift. $28, 10 a.m. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is... I mean, it'd make... Then again, you do get some chicken places that are open 24/7. He's probably just got off his shift. And he's ringing for like, okay, I'm gonna go get some chicken and then I'm gonna go see my girlfriend. It seems more likely that this would be at lunchtime. Because also, the store's open. This is Leth Flowers, or Lath Flowers, Riley speaking. Why would the flower shop be open at midnight? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so this is lunchtime. This is lunchtime. And then at 3 in the afternoon.
Hi, Belts Plumbing. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm of Typhon Mining. I think we had one of your plumbers up here last week.
Typhon Mining. Give me just 1 second to check our records. Yes, I have a record of a service call regarding some sewage backup.
Yeah, so, I don't think it's fixed.
The field report I have says that the issue was diagnosed and solved. Can you describe what you're seeing?
I really can't. Look, can you just send someone?
I'll have someone out to you later this afternoon.
Great.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Nasty.
Okay, just tons of shit everywhere. Then they got a call from Town Hall.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane. Hi, Diane. It's Rose down at Town Hall. Hey, Rose, how are you? Oh, I'm busy as a bee this time of year. You have a second? Some folks have come in here with some questions about the expansion and all that. I was hoping you could give me some answers to pass along to them. I'll do my best. What are the questions? Let's see here. Okay, first question. How many jobs do you expect to create by opening a second pit? We'll be starting with 25 new positions, but that number is expected to grow to 45 within the first year. Oh, give me just a moment here to jot that down. Alrighty, next up. Number of questions regarding risks for pollution. Water, air quality, etc., etc. Anything you can offer there? Let me pass that on to our environmental outreach department. They'll get back to you with all the relevant fact and figures. Oh, sure. No problem at all. And last one. They want to know if there will be more mining vehicles driving through town. Yes, we will be increasing our transportation needs somewhat with the expansion. But to minimize disturbance, we plan to direct drivers to stick to approved trucking routes. And of course, never after 6 o'clock. Never after 6. Thanks so much, Diane. That's all I have for you right now. My pleasure. Have a good one, Rose. You too.
Diane is really good at pretending to be a person.
Then County's Office, Department of Land? Maybe Land Labor?
Typhon Mining, this is Brandon. Hello, I'm calling from the Department of Land and Resources to confirm the inspection set for next week. Yeah, let me grab Diane for you. Thanks.
This is Diane.
Hi, Diane. I'm calling to...
Confirm inspections?
Yes. Did you have a chance to look over the email I sent?
I did. Everything looks great.
Glad to hear it. I'll see you Thursday then.
Have a good one.
You too.
There must be a lot riding on these inspections.
And then we have Gabe's call. And then 2 minutes later, there's an outgoing one. I'm gonna leave that because I want to go through all of them and I don't want to go on this one. It's like, oh, great, this is what we need. And then everything else is skipped.
Lena.
Hello, Diane. Is it safe to assume you've gotten your emotions under control?
My emotions? Someone was killed last night because of a decision you made.
I would be very careful with what you say next. Who do you think is more at risk here? Me or you?
Excuse me?
Now, of course, we're all committed to helping you make it through this difficult period. We don't want to see anyone be scapegoated over an unavoidable accident, right?
Right.
Great. Then you and I are aligned. Who else knew there were people in the mountains?
Just my safety manager, Mac. He got their distress call just before I contacted you.
Do you trust him?
I think I can convince him to be trustworthy.
Good. Only one point of contact, and you've got him handled. I think we're going to make it through this just fine. Speak to you soon.
Okay.
I refuse to feel bad for Diane in all this, but damn.
Who the fuck is you? Well, it's clearly Diane's supervisor. Okay.
H&B Investigations. Bennett speaking.
Hi, Bennett. This is Diane Jacobs. Lena told me...
Yep. Been expecting your call.
Okay. I'm not sure what the next step is.
Just need all the pertinent information on the employee in question. Name, number, address, significant others. We'll handle the rest.
I see.
Just come by the office. My secretary will take everything down. No records that you were even there.
Got it. Okay. I'll come by tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
It's so gross that Typhon has people watched.
Oh.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane.
Hello, Diane. My name is Rory Praha. I'm a journalist with the Rocky Mountain Gazette. We'll be printing a story on last night's accident in the paper tomorrow. Would you like to provide a comment?
Yes, I would. Last night's accident was tragic, and made all the more unfortunate by the fact that it could have been avoided with a simple phone call.
A simple phone call. Can you speak more about that?
Of course. Typhon always has a safety manager on duty. One quick call from Mr. Chen to our 24-hour emergency line would have alerted us that there were people in the danger zone, and we could have reacted accordingly and stopped the blasts.
Are other Haven citizens in danger of meeting the same fate as Gabe Chen?
Absolutely not. As long as you heed the warning signs, you will be safe. And if you ever do find yourself in an emergency, that's what our emergency line is for. There's no danger whatsoever.
All right. We'll be sure to include your comments. Thanks for giving me your time, Diane.
Have a nice day.
I almost threw up listening to that.
Same.
Let's be honest, Diane sounded so fake there. Diane sounded so fake. She sounded so corporate, you know. Just one phone call could have alerted us, and this entire situation would have been avoided. Like, Diane normally doesn't sound like that. Diane has a full range of emotions in her voice. She doesn't normally sound like a robot.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane.
Diane, it's Jason.
Hello, Deputy. You have good news for me?
I suppose I do. You are officially cleared to continue regular operation. The county no longer considers your pit an active crime scene.
Well, that's a huge relief.
Now, to be clear, the investigation is still open and active. Typhon hasn't been cleared of anything yet.
Sure, I understand. But can we start mining again?
Yes, you can start mining again.
Is there anything else?
Nope. No, that's it.
Well, thanks for the call.
Yeah, no problem. Take care, Diane.
You too.
Seems a lot easier to get away with murder than you'd hope.
Pike sounded so tired there when he was like, yep, you can continue mining. That's clearly the only thing you give a shit about here. Not that someone died, just about your profits.
Typhon Mining.
Diane?
Oh, hey, Joe. How are you?
I'm good. Doing real good. So I have a pretty good list of candidates to go over with you. Looks like I've got 40 names.
Great work. When can we go over it?
Hey, Diane, can I be candid for a moment?
Please.
It's just, well, we've all been following the news, and I don't know, after that accident,
Joe?
I just want to be sure there really are positions waiting for these people.
There's nothing to worry about. If you have qualified candidates to show me, I have jobs to offer them.
Glad to hear it. You free Tuesday afternoon? Around 3?
Sure.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Me too. See you later, Joe.
I hope Typhon has a nice severance package.
And now this one. The one that immediately followed Gabe's call.
Lena, it's Diane. We have a problem.
You're kidding.
There's a kid lost in the mountains near the pit. We need to postpone. Lena?
Haven is your site, Diane, and therefore this is your decision. I know I don't need to remind you of the stakes.
Someone could be hurt. Or killed.
We've been over this. Anyone up there has disregarded posted notices and accepted full liability.
We're talking about a child. I'm just asking for one day.
If you postpone tonight's scheduled blast, you put Rhea in jeopardy. That puts the whole company in jeopardy. Is that what you want?
No.
Then do the math and make the right call. Email me when it's done.
I will.
What the hell is Rhea?
Must have been pretty damn important.
Maybe Diane says more about it in her email?
Maybe. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay. Oh. So, Matt gets the call. Matt tells Diane. Diane tells Lena, and Lena, because that's the funny thing, Lena doesn't outright say, like, no, you need to do this. You need to do this, like, on my authority, I am authorizing you to have the blast go ahead. Lena puts that decision on Diane. In a way, this reminds me a little bit of the Milgram experiments. If you know basic psychology gubbins, you'll know about this. I think most people know about Milgram, but just for anyone who hasn't, basically the long and short of it is, after World War II, there was this general kind of view of like, oh, Germans are just inherently evil. They've caused 2 world wars. In the second one, they did some really fucked up shit. I'm looking at the concentration camps over there. They've done some absolutely horrific things. It's always been Germans starting these world wars. So clearly, Germans are just inherently evil. And the Milgram experiments actually, they sought to prove that hypothesis that Germans are inherently predisposed towards evil actions. And effectively, this was this was done in Harvard in America. They put out a newspaper, advert, hey, anyone who wants to make like $20 or whatever, come down to Harvard University this weekend and take part in an experiment. The people, they were paid as soon as they got there. They were told, you can leave at any time. You can leave at any time you like. However, people didn't. They were like, hey, we're here. At this point, they were introduced to a gentleman called Mr. Green. Now, they were told, oh, Mr. Green, and this was done one person at a time. And Mr. Green was an actor. However, they were told Mr. Green is your fellow participant. This is an experiment going into memory and how good someone can recall lists of information. And you, the actual participant, are going to be the examiner, and Mr. Green is going to be the one doing the memory tests. And basically, the examiner was told, you have to list off this, string of words for Mr. Green. Mr. Green has to repeat them back. And every time Mr. Green makes a mistake, you have to administer an electric shock to Mr. Green. And the electric shocks go up by 15 volts every time he gets something wrong. And it was hypothesized that the vast majority of people would refuse to take part. That the vast majority of people would go, oh, hell no. This is wrong, this is not right, blah, blah, blah. They said, I can't remember the exact percentages because I'm shite with numbers, but they said that, so they thought the vast majority of people would refuse to take part, then a small percentage would give 1 or 2 electric shocks and then refuse to take part. A couple of people would go into harmful levels and then refuse, and then they predicted something like 1% would go for the full breadth of electric shocks, because just in case that a psychopath or a sociopath was one of the participants. So the electric shock, like I said at the start, it was like 15 volts, next one 30, next one 45, blah blah blah, and Mr. Green wasn't actually being electric shocked. They couldn't see him. It was that every time they'd press a button and effectively a recording of Mr. Green, at first grunting in pain, and then eventually, and then screams, and then finally he would start saying, my heart. They also got told Mr. Green had heart problems. He'd start saying, my heart hurts, please stop, please, I don't want to continue with this. And then finally, for the last few, there would be silence, because they had reached a point where if you're giving someone an electric shock of this magnitude, they are dead. They are dead. And they said no one's going to do that, except for the small percentage. Oh, there goes my timer. I'm sorry. I like talking about Milgram. What can I say? They predicted that, like I said, maybe 1% would go to dead levels, just in case there was a psychopath or a sociopath. They were convinced no American is going to do this. 1% refused to take part. That's how wrong they were. The vast majority of people went to lethal degrees of pushing the button. And why were they doing that? Because a lot of people said, I don't want to do this. We need to go and check on him. Is he all right? He stopped responding. There are videos of this. I'm pretty sure you can probably find them on YouTube. But there are videos where the guy's, he's given the list of words, and he's waiting for Mr. Green to reply, and he's just saying, come in, Mr. Green. Please respond, Mr. Green. Mr. Green, say something, please. And he's distressed. This man is distressed. And all the while, there is a guy in a white lab coat saying, please continue with the experiment. Please administer the shock. Please continue with the experiment. No, we cannot go and check on Mr. Green. Please continue. They were free to leave. They were free to leave at any point, but because of this guy in a lab coat, they felt, I have to continue. I have to carry on with this. And this feels like that. Lena wasn't saying, you need to do this. Lena just said, oh, this is going to put the company in jeopardy. This is going to put Rhea in jeopardy. Do you want that? Do you want that? And Diane was like, well, shit, no. I feel under pressure, therefore I'm going to do it. Diane could have not done it. Diane absolutely could have not done it, but she felt that pressure. This really reminds me of the Milgram experiments. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting. However, I am just about out of time for this episode. In the next one, we're going to sort through her emails. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.